It's a pride ego thing. I don't need poop on a plate. Hi, my name is Lacey, and welcome to my recap of episodes 6, 7, and 8 of Love Island USA Summer 2023. If you like my content, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year, and I do a ton more dating shows and hopefully movie tier lists and more things like that. So thank you so much for your support. Woo! After the kissing game, Leo tells Anna that he wanted to kiss her during the kissing game, and she is super into him, and they end up smooching and very aggressively, and she's like all nails. I'm like, ugh. Keenan apologizes to KK for him kissing Cassie. There's a lot of K's there. He's sorry for the disrespect, and he said that he didn't want to embarrass her, and KK's like, you're the one who should be embarrassed. She pushed away from you, not me. Keenan says he still has feelings for KK. They hug it out, and I guess they're all right. The next morning, Carmen is feeling smothered by Victor already, I guess. I didn't see anything, but okay. Jasmine is super into Harrison and flirting very, very hard and talking about how she likes a hardworking man and all this stuff. Hannah tells Bergie that there might be a chink in between Victor and Carmen, so make a move if you're gonna do it. Go get it, Berg. So Bergie pulls Carmen for a chat, and he says flat out, like, hey, is this just friendship, or do you see this going someplace? And she says, everybody's friends right now. I just haven't gotten to that stage with anybody yet. Cop out. Harrison also speaks to Destiny, so he's trying to see where he fits in as the new bombshell. So he's talking to Destiny, and they're really hitting it off. There's a lot of good communication. They enjoy each other's company and looks. And they want to have a relationship and travel the world and do things together before they have kids. And so they agree with a lot of things about relationships. Carmen pulls Victor and says that she's not into PDA, so she wants him to kind of chill out a little bit on that front. And she also says that, you know, I'm still kind of getting to know Bergie, so just a heads up, like, I'm talking to him too, and you're still number one. So that puts Victor in kind of a foul mood. That night, there is a recoupling, and it is boys' choice. Marco goes first, and he picks Hannah. Leo picks Anna, and she is very, very happy and overdoes it and very overdramatic, and Cassie is not happy. Keenan is a good boy and picks KK, as he should. Victor picks Carmen, and I kind of wish they let Bergie go before Victor, because I would have liked to have had Bergie pick who he wanted. That's just me. So Bergie is left with Jasmine, Destiny, and Cassie, and he ends up picking Cassie. Then Harrison as the bombshell. Again, I'm surprised he didn't go first as the bombshell, because usually bombshells go first. But Harrison as the bombshell has to choose between Destiny and Jasmine, and the other one is out, and he picks Destiny. So that means Jasmine is out. And honestly, I think Destiny was a better choice for him. Moving on to episode 7. After the recoupling, Jasmine has left. Anna is like tears nonstop, and Harrison is talking to Destiny and saying how happy he is with her, but he also feels a little bit bad because he had to send somebody home. Bergie decides to focus his energy on Cassie since they're coupled up, and whatever, there's nothing there. KK is upset that Cassie is still in the villa because she was picked by Bergie, and Keenan says that he's going to give her more respect, but they're still both going to be open. Okay. The next morning, Cassie and KK touch base, and Cassie says, we're just talking, and KK's like, all right. Hannah tells Bergie not to forget Carmen while he's in his relationship with Cassie, because he has more of a potential with Carmen than he does with Cassie. So it's like, just, yeah, you're trying to be respectful and nice in your couple, but like, focus where you need to. So Bergie does, and he tells Cassie that he still wants to talk to Carmen, and Cassie's pretty much okay with that because she's like not into him anyway. There is a challenge, and this is more like an obstacle course for the women, and they have to put a snake around one of the girls and then save a guy and then make out with him in the water. Hannah puts the snake, double cross is the snaky woman, is Anna, because of what she did with Cassie. There was also an extra added layer to this where they had to like answer a question before the kiss. So Hannah snakes Anna. She pulls out a question like, who do you like? And she likes Harrison. And then she kisses any boy of her choice, and she kisses Marco. Oh, it was like, who other than your partner do you like? And she picks Harrison. And then she kisses Marco. Anna snakes Destiny. Not sure why. Which Islander has the stone heart? And she picks Victor. And she kisses Leo. Destiny snakes Hannah. She says, who is the most two-faced? And she picks Marco. And she kisses Harrison. Cassie snakes Carmen. Which Islander needs rescuing, I think? And she says Keenan. And he's annoyed by that. And she kisses Bergie. KK snakes Cassie because she's talking to Keenan. Who is most likely to give advice in bed or want advice in bed? I can't read my notes, but something in bed. And she picks Leo, and then she ends up kissing Keenan, obviously. Carmen snakes Hannah, which that kind of upsets her a little bit because she's not sure why Carmen thinks that she's shady. The question that she had to answer was like, which Islander needs somebody other than their partner? And she says Bergie, and she kisses Bergie instead of Victor. And that pisses Victor off. Overall, Anna wins the whole challenge, and I don't know what she wins, but she wins. After the game, Hannah's kind of upset that she got a couple snakes. She cries to the girls, but they kind of all sorted out, and it was just a game. It didn't mean anything, and they sort it. It's fine. Bergie is riding high after the game since he got a couple kisses. He says Carmen is number one. He asks her what's going on with them. Oh, and she says that she's going to talk to Victor. Victor feels very stupid after the game, and because he's coupled up with Carmen and he thought that they were moving in a good direction, and she ends up kissing Bergie. So he's like kind of butthurt about that, and he tells Marco, and Marco says to give her space and to kind of chill out and see where things go. That night, Carmen and Victor get into a fight about the challenge. They both know that each other are open, so she's kind of like, I'm open, and he goes, I know this. And he's complaining that he was the only person in a couple whose girl didn't kiss him, and he's very upset, and he says that Bergie gets all the fun stuff, whereas Victor, like, has to take it slow. And that is where the episode ends, on a fight between Victor and Carmen. Episode 8. Bergie and Carmen are chatting, and she's upset that Bergie did not bring her coffee when he said he would that morning. But he is more concerned about Victor, and he says that he wishes they were coupled up instead of Carmen and Victor. And she kind of also agrees with that, probably because she knows Bergie will behave himself more so than Victor. Bergie does his speech that he would have done if he had been able to recouple with Carmen, and she's very moved by it. But meanwhile, while this is happening, Victor is just getting more steamy and mad and upset that this is happening. The next morning, Bergie makes coffee for both Carmen and Cassie, like a good little boy. Harrison makes breakfast for Destiny. And Marco does not know how to make coffee. I don't either, so I don't feel bad about this. Carmen is happy with Bergie and says that they're going at a good pace, and Victor makes her feel guilty for not being more physical. Everybody thinks that Victor thought he had no competition, but now that she's brought Bergie into the situation, he's just angry at everything and doesn't think that Bergie, it's a pride ego thing. Bergie and Cassie close things off, and they're just friends. Hannah tells Marco she's upset that he didn't bring her coffee, and he's like, yeah, but it was gross, like, ew. I tried, but no. And she's like, you should have brought it anyway. I would have liked it anyway. And I'm like, you know what? No. I'm okay if it turns out bad and you tried. Tell me you tried and it turned out bad, and I'm saving you the grossness. I'm fine with that. I don't need poop on a plate. The next time Bergie and Carmen chat, Bergie tells Carmen that Victor said that Carmen said that Bergie and Carmen are just friends. And that pisses Carmen off because she says she never said that. There is a new challenge, and this is the Mr. and Mrs. game. It's kind of like the newlywed game where you have to match your person. So the couples go off and try and get to know each other and ask the questions that are typically asked in this challenge. Victor and Carmen chat, and he says that he's sorry for the way that he was acting, and she says that we are just going to be good friends, and she asks him what he said to Bergie, and then he gets upset that Bergie told on him. So he admits it, but he gets mad at Bergie for spilling the beans and telling on him. And then Carmen says, don't speak on my behalf, and then she ends it with him. Then Victor calls out Bergie for throwing him under the bus with Carmen after they helped him learn how to kiss. It's just drama. It's just a dick slinging contest, and I don't like it. Or just whip out your dicks. Bergie has a picture of it on his phone. Measure and be done with it. So in the game, the host is Ariana from Vanderpump Rules, which I don't watch, but people were excited. I don't care. And the couple who comes in first gets to avoid the first public vote and dump. So it behooves them to win the challenge. The questions were, what is the girl's biggest turn on? What is the boy's worst trait? If a girl was an animal, what would she be? What is the boy's body count? And Marco was in the hot seat because he said like 17 or something like that. And she was like, hey, Ariana was like, hey, I watched this show and you said when you came in that your body count was 72. So, which is it, son? Harrison and Destiny put NA? Does that mean that doesn't mean they're virgins. Come on now. They just, what, not applicable? What does that mean? No. What is the girl's favorite possession? And what is the craziest place a girl has had sex? The two couples that tied are Marco and Hannah and Destiny and Harrison. And really, Harrison and Destiny should have gotten it because the NA matched on the one question, but they said it had to be a number, and so because it's not a number, they didn't give it to them. But they had a tie, and the tiebreaker question was, what is the boy's biggest turn on? The winners of the challenge are Marco and Hannah, and they get to pick another couple to save, also immune from the public dumping. And they save Leo and Anna. And the two couples, Marco and Hannah and Anna and Leo, will be going on a date in the next day. And in 24 hours, the public will have their vote, and a couple will be dumped from the villa. So that is it for episodes 6, 7, and 8 of Love Island US. What did you guys think of this group of episodes? And who did you vote for if you voted for this group, this recoupling? Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.